Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I do truly appreciate it. And please don't tell my wife I've got her honing steel here. It belongs in the kitchen. Anyway, today is a cool day for me because I get to add another book to the Joe R. Lansdale collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can't see down here, 5 shelves full of books from Joe R. Lansdale, and I've got another one in the mailbox. The friendly neighborhood mail lady hooked a brother up on a Saturday. This one comes directly from Subterranean Press, who published the book. Subterranean Press recently sent out an email saying, hey, yo, we've got a bunch of books, all kind of stuff. I mean, it's like they're clearing out their warehouse or something, half price. And as I went down the list, sure enough, they had one that I needed, one that had to be added to the collection because it was missing. So opportunity met, and I jumped on it. So I took the opportunity, bought the book, and here it is right here. First of all, from Subterranean Press, they ship their books in a box the way books are supposed to be shipped, and packed full of cushioning stuff. Doesn't taste very good. It looks, don't eat it. Anyways, let's get this thing out here and we'll see what it is. So all this cushiony stuff, and on top of that, it's wrapped in an envelope and bubble envelope here. Let me get this thing out and show you what Lansdale book I get to add to my collection today. Which one did I choose? What do you think it is? You probably already know what it is. However, here we go. This cost, with shipping and all, I paid $34.61. And let's not go too far here. Subterranean Press sends bookmarks with their books. And nowadays, on one side, they have ads for upcoming titles, Starling House, The Proper Thing, and Maelstrom. And then on the back is quotes from the warehouse, which I do enjoy. I'm glad they continue to do this. And this one here, I'm sorry if nothing gets shipped today. Geraldine has given me things to color. Cool. Anyway, I like to keep those with the books in which they come. But the book I picked up right here, indeed, a collection, another collection of stories, a senior girls bayonet drill team and other stories. And like I said before, I've got so many Lansdales. In fact, I've got one shelf that's all collections of Joe Lansdale stories, not novels, short stories, stuff like that. And this shelf here has 4 others. So he writes a lot, an efficient writer, I must say. But he writes a lot of novels, and he writes a lot of short fiction as well, a lot of short stories. And here it is. Subterranean Press is one of the publishers that has published a lot of Lansdale stuff over the years. So therefore, since I'm a Lansdale collector, I've got a lot of Subterranean Press stuff. But this one, like I said, one that I was glad to be able to get. And let me take the dust jacket off and show you what it looks like all stretched out here. The artwork on the dust jacket is by Timothy Truman, copyright 2023. There it is, all stretched out. It really looks good. Timothy Truman, good job, man. Anyway, I dig the name, Timothy, that is. All right, and here is the book, like you will typically find from Subterranean Press. Clothish, what do they call that stuff? What do they call that stuff there? They call that, I don't know. I say cloth-bound book, but maybe I'm not correct. And then the foil stamped spine, good quality stuff. Smith sewn binding, and they have a price range, you know, maybe from the $50 range to the $200 range, and then they even go beyond that, up in the higher end of the twos. But Subterranean Press always has good stuff. I don't know about any interior illustrations in this book, but we will snoop and find it. There are colored in papers, and this is a signed limited edition book. It is limited to 1,250 numbered copies, This is copy number 449, and it is signed by Joe R. Lansdale. And for those of you who buy Joe R. Lansdale signatures, he has signed a lot of stuff over the years, and his signature is a very inconsistent one. I've got such a vast range of Lansdale signatures, but they did a pretty good job on this one here. And anyway, one of many that I have. I love signed books. I love signed things. Signed is better. I completely believe that, and I buy into it. What I want to show you here is the list of stories there. It looks like there's quite a few in here. The table of contents is long, and it does fit on one page, though. There is the table of contents for this collection of stories. I'm not sure if Subterranean Press has any more copies of this book available, but go on their website and take a look. We have The Hungry Snow, which I have a pretty cool edition of The Hungry Snow right here that I bought a few years ago. A neat little thin chapbook. It's actually got a sewn spine, and then this one is signed by Joe R. Lansdale from Death's Head Press. That was kind of neat. I love those Reverend Jebediah Mercer stories. What else? The Second Floor of the Christmas Hotel. The Dark Thing, Bird, The Mouse and the Elephant, The Skull Collector, Camel, Snapshot with Casey Lansdale, daughter of Joe Lansdale. She also has helped to write some really cool stories right here. The Dana Roberts Case Book of Horrors, Dana and Jana. What else do we have here? Sweet Potato, Hats, Monkey's Uncle, Juliet Unchained, The Bright City, High on the Hill, Room for One More, Shrinkage, On the Muddy Banks of the Old Sabine, The Degree, Red Billy, Gorillas in the Yard, Bullets and Fire, Charlie and Barber, Dead Car, The Senior Girls Bayonet Drill Team. Go figure, it's in here. Dead Man's Curve, Filling Station, The Hoodoo Man and the Midnight Train, and Story Notes. So Joe Lansdale has written a lot. He writes a lot. He's written a lot of stories. And I've read a lot of Lansdale novels, but comparatively speaking, I haven't read a lot of his short work, his short stories. Only some. There's a whole lot that I haven't read, and I need to jump on it. Because Lord knows he's written a bunch. But if you buy this book to read, here's what it will look like to you. The print is relatively large, so it's a lot better than reading the mass market paperbacks, which I typically find myself reading. It looks good. The paper feels nice. Feel it. Feels good. It's pretty thick. It's pretty sturdy. It's just an all-around good book for the price. They did publish a lot of these books. And like I said, I don't know if they're all sold out, but I'm glad to be able to get one. Oops, I got tape stuck to my dust jacket. That ain't good. That ain't good. Let's unstick this tape. This is emergency stuff here. Dust jackets are more important than videos. I want to unstick this tape from my dust jacket without tearing it. That would be tragic. But goal accomplished. Mission accomplished. Dust jacket has been saved and balance has been restored to the universe. But that is my book unboxing for today. It's a good one. I'm a big fan of Joe R. Lansdale's. I strongly recommend him. Joe Lansdale is a different kind of writer. He's not like all the rest. Lansdale books are their own genre. And there's all sorts of subgenres in the Lansdale genre, spanning all of them. But I recommend, if you haven't done so, if you haven't read a Joe Lansdale book and you're interested, here's what I recommend. You go on the YouTube. You're already here, perhaps. You look up interviews with Joe Lansdale and you sit and you listen to a few of them. Listen to the way he talks. And then go read his books. Read his books and his voice in mind, the way he talks in mind, and the books really feel right. That's what I recommend. Anyway, for the Casey Lansdale stories, look her up. Listen to the way she talks. when I read these Dana Roberts books, listening to her voice when I read, so it works. Great stuff. I strongly recommend it. If you're interested in a Lansdale novel, here's a few that I truly love. Paradise Sky, strongly recommend. The Bottoms, one of my favorite books. The Thicket. I say if you go read any one of those three, you will probably be a fan. Now those three are all very different, and those three are all very different from many of the things that he writes. He's most popular for or most well known anyway, for the Hap and Leonard novels. Hap and Leonard spawned a TV show, 3 seasons, very good. I recommend you go look that up. I think it's on Amazon right now for free. I think Amazon Prime, whatever their movie streaming service is, but I recommend it. I recommend Lansdale. I recommend that show. Anyway, I can think of no more lies to tell. So thank you for your time. I do truly appreciate it. C'est la vie, baby. Do-do.
Hey Doc, 2 more going on yours.